Yo, yo, yo. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Huh. Oh, where'd he go? Well, that's weird. I don't know why that's not showing. Huh. That is weird, weird, weird. I wonder if hmm, well, that shows up. But don't really see anything else. Hmm. Wish you could somehow do these settings when you're offline, but really no way of doing that. Like, I don't know why. Yeah, okay, I can see that, but it's not showing up on my screen for some reason. Doesn't really make much sense. Hmm. Well, no clue. No clue. I don't know. why that's not working. Oh well. Alright, let me do my farm here real quick. And then we will do 1 hour at this place, wherever I'm at, Forest Ronaros. It's kind of laggy. Tell you, there's so much to trying to figure out the settings for the whole stream. A slowpoke mole has appeared. You were too slow, my dude. Too slow. Too slow. Hmm. See, I wonder. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I wonder. Wish there was an easier way to tell if all my alerts and stuff like that are working. But I can't. I don't know. Let me see. Let's see if that even goes through. All right. Well, yeah, that went through. So the chat's kind of working. I guess that's a good thing. Seems like my frames are just dropping. I wonder if I went to like I'm at 57. I think it's because I'm streaming. I wonder if I go into full screen mode, would that help? I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, it just seems so choppy, bruh. So choppy. See, I wonder, like, if I do full screen, what's that gonna do? Let's see. I don't know. Does that help any? I don't know. Can't really tell. Maybe. Really don't want to lower my graphics. That would suck. Does seem like it feels a little bit better on here. Yeah, definitely feels a little bit better. That's for sure. Thought there was a way you could like look at the chat. Is there not? Hmm. Oh, it's so much to it, bruh. Nope, we don't want that. I don't know. Let me go ahead and just exit out of that. All right, I'm gonna go and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and exit out of that. I'm gonna go to my chat, turn that on, test, test. Yeah, too bad I can't delete those, huh? I guess at least the chat's working. Guess that's one thing. All right. Well, we'll just roll with it. I feel like I have to play in full screen to get better FPS. All right, let me get my buffs here. Well, maybe. The heck? Repair, I should be good on that front. We'll get that. And then we shall turn that on. Go ahead and do my food. I think that's really all I need. All right, let me go ahead and hit the Marnie realm here. And then I'm going to go and play the podcast. So yeah, so we're going to be doing the 1 hour grind here at Forest Ronos. Ronaros. However you pronounce that. Ronos. We'll go with Ronos. And yeah, we'll be doing 1 hour here, and we'll be listening to a podcast. Are MMO servers obsolete? That's the name of the podcast. So we shall see.
Consider hitting the subscribe button down below, as well as the bell notification.
Stupid what, Dad? Oh.
No, where notes go?
You wrote them.
I know, okay. So try this again, right?
I appreciate your efforts, though.
Time for our training data quest, where all your quests begin. And who better to do that than us, your training game masters, okay? Final Fantasy 14 changes the sage icon as it triggers trypophobia. A phobia that apparently is a fear or disgust of closely packed holes. Never heard of it. I'm like, what the heck? Very small minority, but oh wow. They changed it. They listen. Another reason why Final Fantasy 14 has always been given credit for being devs who listen. Ship of Heroes, one of those possible City of Heroes successors, if they ever do launch, is having a beta test on August 7th to 29th for donors, and August 14th to 29th for non-donors. So there's your chance to see if this game will be a City of Heroes successor. Crowfall, that game that just got released, okay, has already an update called The Shadow. And also, they are doing a recruiting campaign to pull in new players, which was one of the concerns people had. Like, why are the devs talking about this? Where's all the advertising? Their PR sucks because we're all the players. But hey, now they're doing it. A game that is a nostalgic based MMO, sorry, it's not nostalgia, browser based MMORPG from Rose Tinted called Genfanide. It takes you back to the early 2000s. Is it wrong? Is it wrong?
No, I had a hard time pronouncing that game, too.
Genfanide.
All right, let's get this
Genfanide.
started.
It's either Genfanad or it's Genfanad. Okay, whatever.
Okay,
Your guess is
let's
as good
do
as
it.
Well, apparently you're going to see it on the Coffee RPG's YouTube video, so go check it out there, okay? New World Beta is closing several hours ago.
Gosh,
Okay?
New World
And it's all over
Beta.
for time being, okay?
This is an
I
old
like what
podcast,
Jazio
isn't
said
it?
earlier on his stream was the fact that I wanted to play New World, but I realized one more quest. Why? One more crafting. Why? Why more? Got a good point. I did log on earlier today to see if it was actually on there. So I wanted to get that last boss down I was killing, right? But you're right. I'll probably play a little bit before I go to bed, but who knows, right? But launch is coming August 31st. When the actual time comes out, we'll let you know because we don't know yet. I know we're the experts, but the experts aren't always expert at everything that you're expecting to be expert about.
defeats
right,
the
Jazio.
purpose of being an expert, then.
If an expert tells you they know everything, then right away, because no expert is an expert in everything.
Touche.
Nope.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's true.
Zazio, what about you? What daily quest do you have for us that we can be adventuring through?
Well, first, I don't remember what it was, but and I honestly, I think it was me that brought it up, but it might have been Solomon. Titan Reach is a kind of under the radar MMO that's going to be coming out at some time in the next 10 years. But right now, it's currently gone free to play in early access pre alpha.
Oh yes.
Mouthful there, but
Wait, early
um,
access pre-alpha?
yes, that's pretty much what it is. I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. And that's
I can
began
load.
on, yeah, August 1st. So yesterday, as of the time of this recording, until closed beta begins on October 1st of 2021, where the alpha will begin. And you ask, well, what do I do then? I just stop playing and start playing something else? Pretty much, unless you can figure this part out, because I was just on there trying to figure out how to make this work, and I couldn't get it figured out. So I'll look into it some more later. But there are three packages available for purchase into the alpha. So there's supposed to be a bronze, silver, and gold. I went to their website, I looked it up, and to buy those, you have to have their own form of currency. So you have to buy those coins to buy other stuff in their shop. I don't know. It's weird. I couldn't figure out how to make it work. I did try to get on the game earlier today, but apparently I had got an itch there. I have a old client, so I had to delete that and reinstall it. But I mean, it does look cool, uh, and I will let you guys know next week what I thought of it if I can get onto it. So stay tuned for that.
All right, we're starting off
City
strong.
of Titans released a new build that includes polished avatar builder, or a polished avatar builder. It does look better from
Just
what
give me the
I
release date.
saw. It's also got a new user interface that they've been working on, new little buttons. All the little buttons, they've redone them, made them HD and stuff because, they've been working on this game forever. So they're already having to do little things like that, cosmetic things. They did a lot of graphical improvements, and there's character flight now as well as hovering. You press F to hover, and
Gosh, I am
there
so
are
tired.
different speeds of flight that you can attain.
What a
So,
week. Been
I
such a
mean,
long week.
it's moving forward. It's a snail's pace, but we'll see. I still think Ship of Heroes is probably going to come out
What is this?
years before City of Titans, but uh, whichever one comes out first, I'm going to grab it up because I definitely miss City of Heroes. It's been too long since I've been able to make a character and do that kind of thing. So the next thing, now this is a big one. I talked to the guys because I was like, I don't even know if I want to include this in my notes this week because it's a doozy, and it probably I'm not going to be able to do it justice right now because this is like something that should be given a full topical discussion of at least 30 minutes to an hour. But we're going to just give you the basics here, and you can look it up later for yourself, see what you think about it. But Jeff Strain, who was a former employee of Blizzard, he also helped co found ArenaNet and currently is founder of Undead Lab Studios. He is joining a bunch of people, although I really think he's the one that led the charge with this. He wrote a rather long letter that he posted publicly, encouraging all game studios, but especially Activision Blizzard, to union up. He is encouraging them, saying, hey, this is probably the best thing that you workers can do at this point is get a union to represent you. So when any of these things that are supposedly going on, again, they haven't seen their day in court. I give everyone a day in court. Let them go testify and and give their evidence on both sides. Let's see what comes out after in the wash, so to speak, or wash if you're up there in Washington. Um, I uh, have a pretty sneaking suspicion that what we're hearing, all these horror stories, are there's truth to them. Like I said, I have friends that work in the industry and a few that actually work for Activision Blizzard who have given stories that make me kind of happy that I didn't go that direction in my career, because there was a time back in the 1990s that I was wanting to get into the gaming industry, and I'm kind of glad that I sat over here on this side of the screen, at this point. But that again, that's a huge topic that maybe we can discuss next week or some other time. Um, but if you want to go look that up, it's all over the place. Especially people are discussing it on Twitter. I noticed in Reddit, and I don't know, as far as my opinion, which side that I fall on. I have been in
Uh,
unions. I was in the grocers union back in the early '90s. I was in the nursing union
yeah, there's pros and cons
uh,
for a union.
for about 20 years, if you count both those jobs that I was involved in. And I had good experiences and bad experiences with both of them. Uh, and it takes more than 5 minutes. So I'm just going to lay it there. And if we discuss it later, then cool. If not, maybe I'll do it on my live stream at some point. But yeah, that's all I
I
got for this week.
noticed that Jeff Strain, his Undead Labs, which makes State of Decay 2,
Right.
is not unionized right now. And he apparently has welcomed his employees to unionize. He's offering his full endorsement. So, oh, if he can live, he better live with his money where his mouth lives. So we'll see what happens there.
Right.
All right, Solomon, it's your turn to give us your daily quest and lead us to great adventures.
I think we should unionize this podcast for one. I'm so sick and tired. I'm just kidding.
This-
All right, the show's over. You're all fired. You're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're done with this. And
Hey, I paid my dues. Anyways.
No, remember, Solomon, we're in California. We
Oh,
can be fired for
yeah.
any reason.
That's true.
We signed an
Uh,
arbitration agreement.
hey, somebody put hee haw in my notes. What the? Anyways, not really MMO, but
That was
I
a great show.
it used to be an MMO from what I could tell, but it's not anymore. But Crimson Desert's been delayed indefinitely or until further notice, which is kind of sad. Um, but yeah, it still has online capabilities and features. We just don't know what those online capabilities or features are. I'm expecting it to play very similarly to maybe Destiny 2, maybe even Genshin Impact, or somewhere in between, where you could have co-op abilities and whatnot. But anyways, it's been delayed, so that's enough about that. So one of the most interesting things that I covered, I just released the video like literally like 15, 20 minutes ago. I really wanted to make this like the main focus of my video that I just released, but I didn't because I don't know. Like it's really interesting to me, but I don't. Anyways, so I basically didn't have this as my main point for the video because I didn't think it garnered that much attraction. Anyway, sorry, I'm blabbing. Gamescom 2021. They're actually making an MMO, a playable MMO, where you actually play in a convention and you could actually discover 120 indie games to find, which I thought was really cool. So instead of like Gamescom just doing a standard, just hey, show up to the stream and watch us stream a bunch of things and just tell us what you think. You could actually
this year, right? So this is coming out in this month, August, right?
Yep, 2021, yep, Gamescom, and you hop in. And you're in a virtual world. The graphics aren't going to be all that great, mind you, because this is a browser MMO at the end of the day. But it does allow you to kind of wander around, and there's even quests that you could do. There's even adventures that you could do, and you could find other people within the game. And just do MMO things. But it's a gaming convention, and I think that is just a wonderful idea. I think it's brilliant. Whoever came up with that and implemented it and executed it, that person deserves a raise, whoever that person is. But anyways, definitely worth streaming in my opinion. Might even have to stream it with you guys if we want to plan something together and whatever. So there's that. Elion is finally releasing on September 29th here on the West.
That was an
I went
ultimate
ahead and
fail.
pre-ordered it. Looking forward to it. Kind of not looking forward to it. I'm really hoping that they retained some of that steampunk look and feel to it, like the original version had. But this is Bluehole Studios that we're talking about, and unfortunately, in my opinion, they made it more feel like Terra Online more than anything else. unfortunately. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see about that. Definitely, we'll be playing that game. Um, and you guys are more than welcome to join me as that game comes out. Guild Wars 2 is on the move. They're trying to recruit more WoW refugees, and so Guild Wars 2 flashpoints are free at the moment. Trying to lure some of those World of Warcraft refugees, like I said earlier. Smart move. I wish more MMOs did that, but that's because I would just want more free stuff for what it's worth. Bless Unleashed is also coming out, and they released their founders pack. Although I
Is
did
that game
forget
still out?
when they're
Is
coming
Blush
out. I
League
believe
still
it's
on
next
out?
month as well, very close to the or very similar to the release date for Elion Online. Again, this is for the PC. It already came out for the consoles. Again, I know Bless Unleashed is one of those MMOs that people absolutely just hate talking about, or just Bless Online rather. But can they salvage it? I mean, if Final Fantasy could pull it off, why not Bless, right? But we'll see. Valheim, again, not really an MMO, but I'm sticking it in there anyways. They've released some information about the Hearth and Home update. And this time around, you could actually build metal crates
Ah,
and cages and chests and just a bunch of things to display your gold and wealth, basically. So you got a lot of gold, then you could actually
What's
show
the
it off.
release date?
There is no release date. They said this quarter, sometime this quarter. So a month or two from now, we'll see. But there's no specific release date, unfortunately. And we got Star Wars: The Old Republic, and they are releasing a huge DLC later this year in December called The Legacy of the Sith. And one of the big features is that they're going to actually allow you
man.
as their character to play
Already falling
or use
asleep.
weapons from different classes. Uh, Tech will stay with tech, and Force users will stay with Force users. So no, you cannot play a Jedi with a sniper rifle. Although, if you want to play a commando with a sniper rifle, you're more than welcome to do so. But at the same time, if you want to play a guardian, which is stereotypically or always has been a single lightsaber class, you could actually use a double bladed lightsaber like Darth Maul did in Episode One, which is really cool. Looking forward to that. And a bunch of moves and hee haws, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know why Solomon decided to add a bunch of moves and hee-haws to his notes there.
I didn't add that
I was
hee
like,
haw.
I
Uh,
had to add because he had moo ooh 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 moo ooh 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 moo ooh 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 moo. So I had to add hee-haw. Even though I wasn't thinking of the show, okay, I was thinking more of the hee-haw from It's a Wonderful Life when, never mind, okay.
Taking a screenshot of that, and I'm gonna put in there for
Oh,
my YouTube video.
I thought about
Thinking, huh?
Yeehaw, the comedy show.
I know. Hee-haw with Bert, no, Buck.
Yep,
I forget.
Buck
Anyways,
Owens.
I'm taking a quick break. Hey, man, I had a problem with my Kenton scene. It was blank, so no one could see me. So I need to put my camera on so it works. So when I do show my face, it works again. All right, because I did the whole thing about the release date with my face and it didn't appear. All
Mm.
right, now we're gonna do our Measuring Quest. I was trying to hand wave Solomon to make sure he doesn't speak at all during the transition when he does. Which I started realizing will actually get him to maybe do something.
I
That's
was
pretty weird.
I was gonna pretend sneeze, but I really just wanted to laugh.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Sounds right.
It is time for our main story quest where we give you our MMO opinions, okay? So I had to add this because what happened last, I was looking at the editing video of last week, okay? And I realized Solomon had said something very, very brilliant, which happens once in a quarter.
uh,
Sometimes,
What's in a quarter? You don't have
more
very
than that.
confidence in me, Dad. I see how it
Uh,
is.
so we were talking last week about the fact of New World, and we had the whole thing about the East versus West servers. And of course, you saw my stream. You heard me talk about the fact that I figured that West Coast people are more adaptable, they're a little more willing to try different things, a little more compromising. While East Coast were like, we rule the world, that's it, okay. But he made a good point about the fact that with the fact our server is obsolete. So we're going to discuss it in a little more detail. Elder Scrolls Online is a serverless world. I mean, basically, you just jump in and you play. You may and you basically you can port to your friends and your guildies, right? And you can find and they're there, you know. And so there's that, right? And so we also
This
play
is
as long as
rough.
we have like World of Warcraft has tons of servers, and there's the servers
Rough.
range themselves about being what is
I
better
am too
ping
tired.
either because after all they're trying to give you the best content. So if you're on the East Coast, go to an East Coast server. If you're on a West Coast server. If you're in the middle, go to a Central server. If you're Oceania, clearly you go to Oceania. But then again, a lot of the Australians do like coming to the North American servers because hey, we're here, okay? They love us. But New World was interesting because it's much more well. A lot of games have PvP, but this one is more PvP. I mean, this is definitely a ping could be the difference between you living and dying in this thing. And it opens up the idea if New World should have gone serverless and why they haven't. Why are we doing this? I mean, I'm not a technical expert. I know that especially with Amazon Game Studios running
You would
New
think.
World, who has tons of server farms all across the world, why didn't they just go ahead and have a serverless like Elder Scrolls Online? So I'm going to toss it out to Solomon at first because he had the idea last week because he had very good points about he was expressing at the time. I want to elaborate on that today. All right, are servers obsolete?
I think the MMO industry or genre or whatever needs to catch up with the rest of the genres, if you will. Now, I get that different genres require different, they have different needs. But like, look at a game like Fortnite, for example. You could actually hop on the European server, North American server, Oceanic server, and yeah, you're going to suffer the consequences because of that, because your ping is probably going to be way high depending on what server you hop onto. But at the end of the day, you get to play with your friends, and sometimes that's more important than having a
That's
load ping,
true.
right?
Yep.
And that's what I really appreciate about games like Fortnite. Even though I'm
Yep.
terrible at shooters and I do not like playing battle royales, but like I think that's wonderful, and I think MMOs should do the same. But it's not just Fortnite. You look at other games out there like Warzone, or just even shooters in general. And again, I get it. Different dynamic, different needs. There's no persistent world, and that of in itself might require different technology. Especially when it comes to the type of servers that you have, I get it. But when you have games out there like the Elder Scrolls Online or Black Desert Online, and
Yeah, BDO represent, baby.
what else is there? I know there's
I
like
think
a
BDO
bunch of
does a
MMOs that
I think
or
BDO does a really good
Eve
job
Online. I
with
think
the
BDO
servers.
Universe even. So yeah, there's a number of MMOs out there, like full fledged MMOs with a
Yeah, it's
persistent
weird
world
that
that's
New
doing
World has
great
a
with this
cap
whole
or a
different
limit
server
like
stuff.
that.
I I mean, if they can do it, like why can't these future games like the New World do it as well? Now, I get that there is realm versus realm, server versus server stuff. I get that. That's really cool too, but at the end of the day, I think the benefits of having just one server outweighs the whole realm versus realm PvP, because at the end of the day, you could still create your own guilds, you can still create your own alliances and have PvP, full fledged PvP that way. There's definitely different ways of implementing that kind of PvP without having different servers and whatnot. And yeah, I think that having one server also might be really expensive too, more so than having multiple servers. But I don't know. I'm not a programmer. I never worked for a video game company, but that's my assumption just based on what I know so far about the progress that MMOs have made over the years. And so um, but anyways, yeah, I think the MMO as a whole, like I said before, needs a whole lot of catching up to do in terms of the other genres out there, and and then I would even take it a little bit further than that, because again, some of the games that I listed earlier, they don't have servers, or if they do, they allow you to switch between them, and you're still able to play with your friends. But sometimes you're limited to your region, and so even though, say for example, Black Desert Online, they have multiple servers that you could hop on with your friends and not be confined to one particular server, um, it's still restricted to North American only, or European, or Korean, or Oceanic, I believe. So
Yeah.
there's still separate servers even within the given
But you
region.
could still like if
And
I
I
want to
get
play with
that
EU,
because, different regions
I
will have
could play
different
with EU if
publishers,
I wanted
and
to. I have to make a
different
new
publishers
account,
will
but
have different payment methods and whatnot. So when it comes to that, yeah, fine. If I were to compromise, I guess in my argument, like if you had to separate it that way, fine. but it still would be great to be able to even mesh those servers together, because I've met a lot of wonderful people who I wanted to play again Black Desert Online, for example, but I couldn't play with them because they were playing in a European server, and they're like, "Oh, I'm installing Black Desert Online. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wait, you're in the European server. Dang it." you know, and so yeah, I guess it just depends on how far you want to take it, or how far companies are able to do single servers and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I feel like if other genres like
I mean,
Fortnite's
you could
able to
still
pull it
play in
off,
the European server.
I'm hoping MMOs could do the same. So again, I think it's what's up.
It's okay. I'm gonna say you make a very good point. Okay, I hadn't thought about this. Okay, I mean it's one thing we're arguing about East Coast versus West Coast for people in North America to play together,
Hmm.
but you're right. We are, especially like in God More Activated, we are, worldwide. People all over the place.
Right.
And if you want us to be playing with other people, people in Europe do want to play with Americans. That they by locking down saying only this server. I mean, yes, you can come to North American server. They're not saying you can't. They're just saying the ping is terrible. Okay, it's like, well, can't you make that so like the cloud is worldwide? I mean, like I guess maybe it'd be fair if we all had the same level of ping. I'm not sure. It's like be able to play with other people you've met across the world. All of a sudden, boop, that's it. You know.
Yep. Indeed. Boop. That's how it goes. Anyways, that's it. That's
Right.
all I wanted to say.
No, that's well said. That very, very good points. So Jazio, what are your thoughts about our servers obsolete?
No, I don't think they're obsolete eh, by themselves. I think that the issue, well, there's several issues at hand here. For one, uh, there is, at least for the foreseeable future, going to be locked servers in between, like you were saying, North America, Asian servers, oceanic servers, that kind of thing, mostly because of the legal hurdles that they have to jump through for each of those different territories. That's another reason why, well, I was going to start naming MMOs, but I'm going to end up going through a rather large list of them that have to do it. China, Russia, those kind of places demand that if the game is going to be in their territory, then they have to abide by their
Aye,
rules.
aye, aye,
And
aye,
their
aye.
rules, normally, we like to have a as closed system as we possibly can. And we can't really go any further without going really political. So that I don't see changing in the foreseeable future. Now, as far as, okay, well, let's say that you're wanting to play in a North American server, which Canada and probably Central and South America even maybe. Um, South America is, yeah, that's sticky too legally. Um, I really would like to see them do away with that, because it's just a pain, and there's no reason for it anymore. If you have the proper infrastructure, you can absolutely make it work for both East and West Coast, as well as Central and Mountain Time. It's not that
Yo, what
difficult
up, Silver
anymore,
Wolf?
and Amazon are they're the ones to do it. Of all the people that
What up, what
have the
up?
ability to even do things such as cloud gaming, they would be the ones to be able to do it. They have the money to do it. They already have the infrastructure there to do it. And I was kind of put back a little bit whenever we got into this beta and I saw, all these servers pop up on East and West Coast,
Wait a minute.
and a second time put back by it that there was nothing in between. There was no Mountain Time, there was no Central
Oh,
Time, there
okay.
was nothing else being offered. East, West Coast, that's it. Now, some people have said, "Oh, well, just slow your horses down, man. It's going to be okay." They just didn't want to release everything. They just wanted to put the minimum servers up for this beta test. When it goes live, don't worry, there'll be other servers put up. But again, I
No,
would really like to see them do away with that because all it's
I'm not
doing is
grinding
separating.
for the
And the whole point of an MMO is to be an MMO and to
I'm not grinding for
be
the
able to bring
poppies.
all your friends together, no matter if they live in New York or California, Texas, or Montana. You want to be able to play with all your friends, and they can do it, and they can do it without the ping issues that we were seeing. That I displayed on my own stream. I had to do it 3 times on my live streams to show people because people continued coming in going, "No, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's not that bad." And I'm like, look at my screen. Okay, now I'm going to switch to East Coast. Now look at my screen again. They go, "Oh, I didn't really notice." Yeah, that's bad. You can't PvP when it's 200, when the ping is 200. Um, and now it wasn't like that all the time.
Did my
Sometimes it got down to
what the heck?
110 on the East Coast for me here in California. I didn't get much better than that. And they can do better than that. I know they can. I know that they have the technology to do it. And it is the right way to go. All Americans, Canadians, Mexicans, all Central and South Americans, even I would say, should be able to play together. Uh, but if they want to make it to where a North American can play on a European or Oceanic server, that's probably fine. I don't know the laws though.
Uh,
Again, I'm
back to
not a
full screen.
lawyer. I know some things that I've been told in the past about those, why there is such a thing, and it's always
Okay, I
had to
don't.
do with law, lawyer speak stuff that I was like, oh,
I
okay,
don't know why
man,
why I'm
that's not
my
my
chat is
forte, but
double right now.
um, I think you should be
I've
able
been
to
trying
do
to
that and
tinker
just
with my
swipe around
settings for my stream,
without paying $60 or whatever
and
ridiculous it is. Um, or purchase another copy of the game. Oh, you need to own the
yeah,
European version or the Australian version or the American version, the South American version.
I need
And if
to,
you
I
want to
need to
play on
figure
all
out
those, you
why
have to buy.
that's
It's just
happening.
ridiculous. You should only have to buy the game once,
But no,
and you should be able to transfer your character around
I'm
if
not
you
grinding for
need
the pot
to, and you
piece.
should be able to play with people
Yeah,
in
because I
your
already have it. I
continent
already have the pot piece.
without being
Just checking
bogged
out the money
down
per
with,
hour.
oh, where are we going to go? East
I'm
or
actually
west?
this is my second
It's
hour
just,
here.
I'm so, I've been fighting over that East versus West Coast servers thing since 1998. And man, it's 2021. And I know that we can do better. And I've seen and played MMOs that do it way better. And it's time. It's time to make the change. I mean, like I said, we got cloud gaming now. And that just makes it perfect for everyone, even whether you're doing PvE or PvP.
Yeah, I mean,
So that, yeah,
Google has Stadia cloud gaming. I
sorry,
mean, there's lots of these cloud gaming stuff. Xbox
yeah,
puts all their stuff on the clouds. That's why you can play Xbox as well as on your PC. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And like I said, when I was streaming, I was like, I know that the population center of the United States is out east. Okay, that more people live east of the Mississippi River than they do west. And I mean,
true,
I see a lot of Pacific people, obviously, because I'm a Pacific person. Mountain is a lot more scarce because it is a lot more scarce at all. I mean, there's only a couple people I know. I think Aki, probably one of the only old ones who's a mountain streamer that I've seen. But the thing is, it's like having been streaming for, I mean, sorry, playing games for the years, I would always be hanging out with people who are East Coasters. And at 9 o'clock my time, good night, Ken. See you later. Because we did go into bed because it's now midnight on the East Coast, and I was left alone. Okay, and I'm like, now what do I do? So I would get on early to hang out and raid with them, and then I would, be after what I do after this,
Yeah, because the 3 hour
make new
gap.
friends. I mean, it's like that's why it's like I understand time zone differences. I get it. No problem with that. If the Elder Scrolls Online is a good game to play with, and it's like it's a single server, but the guild we're in, a Morning Song, runs everything also on East Coast time. I get it again. Majority of people over there. Okay, that's why it's like I understand the time zone thing. We live with that. But the whole idea of separating our servers like that because of the ping is just like, well, man, you're just even driving more of a wedge between all of us, and it's already there as it is, But now it's even gonna get worse. I mean, maybe not. When they do release New World, if Hideout chooses to go to East, I will try out East first, okay? Because I want to join the community. And if things get bad ping wise, okay, then I can't do anything. Or if we find a good guild on the West Coast server, then I will join the West Coast because I'm about community, about hanging out with people. So if you're watching us on YouTube, let us know your thoughts and opinion on this. Are
Yeah.
servers
Yeah.
obsolete,
Tell
or
us.
do you think this
Tell
will still
us.
be here for good, or I don't know, you
I
just
don't
wish
like
they would put more
servers.
money into having it. All right. So speaking of which, our escort quest hopefully will guide you to a good adventure. You don't fall off the cliff, okay? Um, it has to do with kind of like the whole thing of being with other people, okay? In some aspects, is MMORPGs have evolved over the years, where basically you started off gaming and you had to join a group. Okay, you only quested in a group. I remember playing Dark Age of Camelot when someone made the radical announcement that some guy had leveled up to 50 soloing. We're like, holy crap, that was taking a long time because it was like, how could you do that? How could you solo? Remember, soloing, not in a group, soloing. In Dark Age of Camelot, you lost XP when you died, not to the next level, okay, but down to the level. And so joining a guild became really a cool thing too because you got, again, a great way to get groups. You get to get group together. Okay, there you go, right? Even World of Warcraft kind of makes a group aspect of things. Over the years, though, even RPGs have gotten very much into be able to solo. You can solo games. You can solo everything. Never played. When I first started playing, my brother, he was like, "Yeah, I was playing World of Warcraft. I was soloing, but he was done with it." Well, did you ever group with anybody? He goes, "No." Well, let's group up. We're playing. I'm playing it too. So there's some joy there. So I was going to put out the idea of like, what is the best way, or what do you prefer doing when it comes to leveling? Or playing the game. Is it soloing? Is it grouping? Is it guilding? Like playing with guilds, or another alternative. For me, I like all aspects of it. I enjoy the idea of being able to solo,
Yeah.
having a chance to play by myself when I had to. Just to do something on the side, watching a TV show. Let's say I
I
like to
think I
be in
think
a
it's good to
group.
have
I
a
can
good variety
interact
of
with them.
everything.
I know who they are. People, friends, and family who I can play with. It's enjoyable. Do it say with guilding, guild
I guess
questing,
I probably do
same
more
thing.
solo
You know them, you hang
than I
out with them,
am
you have
with
fun.
group people.
The downside is,
Group
especially if
play.
you're a streamer or just period, if you're playing a game and you're in a group and the cutscene goes off and you're listening to it and your group or guildies are talking, chattering away while you're trying to listen to the freaking cutscene, you're like, if only I was soloing right now. But then again, when you're soloing and you're trying to kill the mob and you get killed several times because it's so hard, you're like, oh, I wish I had a group. Okay, so it's a mixed bag. You gotta live with it all. But so I just want to know, Jazio, what is your preferred, or do you have a preferred way of playing MMORPGs?
What I like is that I have the options,
Yep. Yep. It's
and
good
I
to have the
actually seek
options.
that now in games that I play, MMOs wise. That I enjoy having that option of, okay, you know what? My kids are at school, and I've got nothing to do for the next 2 hours. Darn it! But all my friends are at work, so hey, you know what? I'll hop on the game and I can just go, collect materials for my professions, or I can go do these quests, single player, achievable quests, or get achievements or whatever, be able to have options for that situation. And then when the evening comes and I'm like, okay, the kids are already in bed or whatever, and I can get on now, and I see that my friends are on, that I have that option as well, that, hey, I can call you guys up and we can all go, do some instances, dungeons or raids or world bosses, or quest content that's just a little bit outside of above my level at that moment or whatever, and enjoy each other's company as well. I just like having the options there, that whatever my situation is,
I'm not sure how
whether I
my
can be with people
trash
or
right
only
now
a
is doing
couple, or I have a big group of people to pull from, that there's something that
comparatively.
can be done with whatever that situation is. And it also shows that the MMO devs, that they put a lot of thought into that hey, not everyone's going to be able to, you know gather 20, 30, 40 people together to go kill this big real boss or whatever all the time. And so the people that maybe don't have a whole lot of friends, or they maybe don't have a lot of time, maybe they have only got 30 minutes and they want to hop on and be able to accomplish something, that the devs give everybody something that they can do with their time and with whatever their makeup is for that time. As far as, like I said, having, it's just solo group content or even raid size content, real blast content, depending on what game you're playing. Some of them only take 10 people, some take 50. So depends. But that's one of the things that I've always shouted praises for with Elder Scrolls Online and Final. Well, not always with Final Fantasy 14 because I just got into it a couple months ago. But I think that they do a pretty good. Both those games do a pretty good job of giving you content, whether you're by yourself or you've got a group of friends.
Like that. You're right, and that is one of the nice things about the fact that you have options. I know companies have been criticized for being too soloing. Star Wars: The Old Republic at one point had a very much soloing thing. They try to fix their problem with in game. They went total solo. People complain about that. What happened to actually being
Come
an
on.
MMORPG? Okay, and some games have gone like they've gone old school again, like we mentioned before. Several old school games like nope,
Man, it is
we're gonna
hot
force
in
you
my
back into
room.
total
Oof.
grouping up because there's no soloing this because you're gonna have to, and it's like okay, well, because you can still play solo, I suppose you, but you might not like it much. Solomon, what are your thoughts about MMORPGs and solo grouping, guilding, whatever?
I think I agree with Sir Jaziel when he first said just having the option. Now, again, at the end of the day, well, I don't know, maybe I should. Well, okay, so here's my thought. So, at the end of the day, what I was going to say, you're playing an MMORPG, right? You're playing a game where by design it's supposed to be a social game. But
Yeah. Supposed to
at the
be,
same time,
sure.
people are lazy, including myself. I'd argue I'm the laziest person here.
But
And
I think
you're going to get gear and get content uh,
but I think it's more than
by
just a
the
social game,
path of least resistance. And
you
so I
know.
think if you're going to give people options, you're going to have to at least give the rewards for different playstyles, different rewards as well. Like if you were to solo an entire game and you enjoyed that, that's fine. But I don't think you should get the same rewards as somebody who does a prog group, for example, and decides to invest 5 hours a day practicing how to do a hard mode dungeon or something like that. I think your reward for doing something like that should certainly be something that you could actually be proud of. And if you're able to get the same reward by soloing something, then what's the point of putting all that time and effort of getting a reward if you could just get it the easy way, right? So I think there definitely basically I don't think everyone should get a participation trophy. And if you do, let the participation trophies be vastly different from one another depending on how much effort is required when playing the game. So there's that. But again, like there are days where yeah, I want to play an MMO, but I don't want to group up with people. I just want to kind of do my own thing. And there are days where it's like, yeah, let's take a pug group and let's see where may end up. It could be a completely glorious group, or it could be a completely just trash heap
It's crazy.
farm wreck and
I've never
usually
even done a
linear.
raid in Final
but
Fantasy.
but that's sort of the fun. Sort of the fun is actually
Never done
experiencing
one.
the frustrations because when you have the high highs, you have the high lows or low lows rather. And having those two contrasting experiences, as frustrating as they can be, actually contribute to the experience of playing an MMO, I would argue, to a certain extent. To a certain extent. If it's just too frustrating at some point, you're just going to rage and never play the game again. I completely get that. But if the game is good on its own merits, excluding from your experiences of how other people play, you're going to want to come back to it. And that's certainly been my case, especially, again, Black Desert Online, one of the grindiest games out there in the
Oh
market,
boy.
right? And yeah,
Is
so
it?
the game will speak for itself because sometimes you could only
Hmm.
do so much. Because, again, trolls are going to troll, players are going to player, to put it weirdly. And yeah, so, and luckily, again, the market is pretty broad enough to the point where if you are primarily a solo player, then there's MMOs that's going to cater to your needs. If you're a primarily a PvP player, again, there's MMOs out there that's going to cater to your needs. Same thing if you are a group end game dungeon, type of person. Again, plenty of MMOs out there in the market that's going to cater to your
Yeah.
needs. Sorry for sounding like a broken record player, but it's true. There is no one or two MMOs to play. There's
Nope. multiple,
hundreds, if not
multiple,
thousands, of
multiple.
MMOs out there, and I think that's also that's a good thing at the end of the day. You know, there's choices in within choices out there in the market, and yeah, I did so basically ditto.
Basically, ditto. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Interesting is that I also, as a streamer, I call it stream leveling, and actually, my son called it stream leveling, and it takes a little longer to level when you're streaming because you're also talking to chat.
Yep.
You know, you're not concentrating on the mission. When I was playing Champions Online with my friend, not Fred, I'd be chatting with him, and I'd be trying to heal him, and I don't try to always heal him. I'm chatting, and I'm like, also I lose him because he's moving on to the next thing, and I'm trying to follow him. Like, where'd you go? You know, it's like it's frustrating on his side. I'm sure he understood that we had streamers, you know, watching us, but it still is like stream leveling can be another way of playing a game too. That's why at times I might be able if I stream something like a guild run something, I might just believe guys are going to record this and you guys will watch me, but I'm not going to interact with chat. But considering I need to make sure my team is not going to die.
You could do
Why
both,
don't you go?
Dad.
What?
You could do both. You could multitask. You're an
Yeah,
engineer.
multitask, right? There you go.
That has nothing to
So,
do with multitasking. I'm sorry.
if you have any comments about this, you know, what you guys are best preferred way of playing a game, let us know. We'd love to hear from that because we want to get you your thoughts on here too. So just put it in the comments. So there you go. All right. So I love that you mentioned that. I hadn't thought about it before, right? That GamesCon is coming up. We hadn't put it on our list of world events. So maybe we should do
Ah,
that.
We
Now I looked at the
could.
dates. It's over in Europe, so it's gonna be European time
we're getting
zone
there.
type things, right?
We're
Yes,
getting
I'm not sure
there.
what the actual times are, but it does put on top of here. It says GamesCon is August 25th through the 27th. Those are all weekdays.
Well,
Huh,
So,
it's an MMO, right? So
that
I don't
sucks.
like unlike a stream where you have
oh,
to show up at a particular time. It's a game,
oh,
right? So you show up whenever you want.
yeah. Okay. Huh.
Now they might have devs that actually might be there to answer your questions at a particular time, but I mean, if you can't make it, I suppose you can't make it, you know. And again, these are indie games, though. As far as I can tell, there's no triple A games that are actually part of this MMO experience. But even still, I think it's still worth checking out. You never know; you might find a gem somewhere there. So
Yeah. You're right. It takes place digitally from Wednesday to Friday, but I don't. But European is not. Where's the actual times? You know. Oh well. Anyways, yeah. So we'll check it out. World event now. The August 31st.
What's up,
We
Jay? What's up? What's
we will
up?
be launching that. We will be streaming it. We don't know the actual
Try not to
time
fall
yet.
asleep.
The beta opened up at 9:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, so it might be a similar time frame where it opened up August
Try
30th for
not to
Tuesday
fall
at
asleep.
9:30 a.m. So if we that will be here, we'll be pre-shipping that,
And the
getting ready for the
struggle
actual
is
launch, getting
real.
into it together. You know, this time we expect time. Well, I don't know. We'll have Solomon join us. I don't know where
no,
everybody else.
I'll
But
be there.
How's the
I'm on
Ash Forest
vacation
grind?
those 2 days, so I will be doing that. And then, of course, we also have
Been
in
getting
the middle of
insane
September,
Debo
assuming we
drops.
actually do not decide
I
to
think you said last time
cancel
you got like what
everything with regards to
5
Blizzard, Diablo 2 Resurrection is
necklaces
coming
or
out
something like that
on
1 hour.
August
Something
23rd.
insane,
So we were planning on doing that.
crazy money.
So assuming that we'll see about that. And then, of course, we also have coming up Final Fantasy 14. The Endwalkers comes out November 23rd. We plan on doing that one. And then, of course, as a list last week, thanks to Solomon, assuming the date holds, Lost Ark on
Dude, I
December
did
31st.
1 hour at
So
Blood
yeah, join
Wolves,
us. We want to help. We want to join you guys on these adventures. We want
and
to group up with you. Have you guys in Discord. Have you guys in the game too. Ready to group with us. You know,
literally
run through the stuff too. This is not
made
about us just streaming.
2 billion
It's about us playing together.
at
We
Blood
want
Wolves. At
you.
Blood
You
Wolves, dude. At
are
all the
part of the
places, Blood
community. We
Wolves.
want to be part of.
I had four
So we want you to join
of
us on this. Now I understand some of you are weekday
those.
stuff, and that's kind of hard to do.
I don't even know what it's
Do other
called.
work. So
Catacomb
we get that. But if you want to join us, we'll do that. We'll
drops
give you
where you
more
can make it
information
into
as
a
it
crystal.
comes down the pipeline. All right.
Kind of insane.
I do want to go back to some comments made.
Um,
Capture those things. I know earlier
it's okay to fall asleep
Rich was
because
talking about the
mobs
fact
does
of
not hit very hard.
so
That's
main
true.
character servers
Yeah,
ambitious.
they couldn't kill me at all.
Brain. You're right with that. Making a cross character server does
I'd
affect
heal through it
overall
all.
clan fighting and game economy.
The issue
Tough to
is
manage.
falling
Absolutely.
asleep is going to affect my money per
Elder Scrolls 6
hour.
do it pretty good. Okay. Ooh, home server picking for
and
now, I
I'd
know
have
I
to put a
talked to
disclaimer on my
my
video.
friends here, okay, that I don't love
I
him
fell
anymore.
asleep,
I said, well,
so my
how
numbers
are
aren't
you,
as
your
good.
friend? He never answered that, so apparently he's
Actually, I
not your
don't know
friend.
where I'm at. 10,
So
10,000.
let's see,
I
we
don't know.
have
Can't remember what I got
he says he's
my
lazier
last
than you
hour
are.
here.
He'll have a lazy off with you, I guess. Apparently,
Lazy.
No,
When
no,
it
no.
comes
He
to
said he's
Ash is
so
good, 2
lazy
neck
that
in
he's
1
not
hour
going to
and
defend
10k
himself.
trash.
not.
Level
Oh,
1
I'm
loot
sorry, I misread
scroll.
that.
That's
All right, he's
crazy.
so lazy. He's not even going to
So why don't you
defend
use level
Solomon
2?
against the
You just don't have
lazy.
enough scrolls.
Ooh.
Better said. I'm glad you read that correctly. I was talking with
Touche.
Dude, I have
JQ
so many
earlier this week.
scrolls.
Talking to my friend at work.
I,
No, I don't. I said, yo,
I'm not gonna
Shoe,
lie.
Azil, stream of the day.
I think it's been
I made a
like 2 or
comment,
3
and she
years,
read it. You
maybe
didn't read
even
the word
longer,
exactly,
since
okay?
I've ever like used a
I
level
said
1 loot
fiery
scroll. I
commentary.
always
You
use
read
level 2.
fiery comments. Go, what comment did
I
I
just have
say?
so many scrolls.
And once you finally realize this
Oh.
commentary, you realize you got
And
it. Okay,
I
so
only really do
here
like
I am not reading the
1
same thing.
hour a
I'm
day
doing it to
anyway,
Azil,
so
okay? Wow. All right. Godfather did say that apparently, except for console players, never care for pugging with console players. And
level 2
Solomon
sucks
used to
because
play Final Fantasy
14k.
14.
Oh, so you only
I'm
get like
not interested. I
4k more.
legitimately tried.
It's not really worth
I
it.
can't.
I don't know though. I
Don't
mean,
know.
if you add that up over
I'll
many
play the world.
hours, that 4 more
He's
k
playing
can make a
solo and group
difference.
stuff. Godfather says, "Yeah, Shazil, you all are all friends." He knows he aimed it at you, not me. Okay, in fact, family. But he doesn't include me in that.
Family.
So,
Family.
okay,
Gotta say it like that.
We're
Family.
still memeing
family,
about that, huh?
family. That's like
Also,
what's
my
that? What
chat
Vin Diesel saying it? Family.
is
Should clip that. Maybe you should turn that into a.
double
All
dosing
right.
for some reason.
Our quests
Good
are
idea.
done. The
So,
dungeons are cleared, and the loot has been distributed equally and
yep,
fairly, and based upon
not
its
sure what's going
base
on there.
price. Okay. And accepting orders
Been
are
trying
complete.
to
So it's time to go AFK. Solomon, where can we find you
tinker
at?
with my
In your
settings.
basement
I'm
without
gonna
any
try
food or
to
water. Just kidding.
Okay.
also stream
No,
to
5 years
Twitch
Mafia.
as
Don't forget us on
well.
YouTube. Again, I only stream once a week on Twitch, and that's this. Just to kind of keep things
Is the video over?
just to kind of keep my what's the saying? Toe in the water, feet in the water, or something.
S-
You know what I mean? Yeah, just to kind of
Dip
like.
your toe to test it, but you put your feet.
Oh wait, that's testing. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, oh. I guess it is kind of over. Let me see. I need to go back. Let's see. Oh, this is definitely gonna affect my money per hour. Let me go over here real quick. Let's see. Settings, display, full screen. Okay, let me just uh all right. That was a pretty good little podcast there, I guess. Let's see, playlist. All right. Oh, I need to go back to full screen. You can definitely tell how choppy it is. So choppy. Level 2, I have 600 plus. 600 plus at the moment. 600 plus. 600 plus. Wait. 600 scroll. You have 600 scrolls? Are you using Xlag? Nah, I'm not using Xlag. I used to. But I don't know, for some reason I would always like just randomly disconnect when I used Xlag. So I could never like keep my connection for some reason. so I just stopped using it. But yeah, I'd be playing. It was so annoying because I'd be grinding, and I would just lose connection, and then you know what that happens. You know what that means. What that happens. You log back in, and the mobs killed you. Yeah, it's my gear here. Ah. Hopefully you were able to see that. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. You need pin Debo neck. Yeah. I'd give me what, 5 more AP? Be pretty big. Want to grind it for me? Yeah, I've never enhanced a pin accessory. I've always bought the pin accessories. I think that would crush my soul to try to enhance a pin accessory. My RNG is not very good. But I think full buff you can grind Azteca. Probably. I could, yeah, I could probably. I'm definitely gonna try it out at some point. I figure with the tag event going on, it'd be a good time to go ahead and try to do my next kind of YouTube videos on these spots with the potion pieces, because Musa is just insane mobility. It's perfect for these spots. But yeah, I want to check out the other. Eventually, I'll get to all the Deca spots at some point. I'm sure I won't be as efficient, but that'll be okay. Are you gonna be doing Decia tier 2? I mean, you're like probably one of the only players that could actually probably do the tier 2 version. Just something about grinding to your own music. Excited for that spot, but not implemented at the moment. Yeah. You leveled up to level 1. Heck yeah, I don't even know what that means. But you leveled up. I think what's going on is I have 2 chat bots going on, Stream Elements and the bot Ricks. And so they're both sending messages. Ay. I'll have to fix that after this grind. Maybe. Hopefully I can fix it. But yeah, it'd be kind of fun to see the level 2 version. People trying to do it. I mean, gosh, I really hope the money would be worth it though, you know, because I'm sure you're gonna be that extremely high chance of dying, breaking your crystals. At that point, it's not even worth it if you break your crystals. There's a high chance of you dying, you know? Sanctuary. Man, I tore my arm up yesterday. Last night, actually. I was going to stream last night, but ended up having to go and get stitches on my forearm. Gashed it all the way down here. Huge gash. Had to get 8 stitches. Come on, finish strong. All right. Okay, let's see. Uh, oh, what'd you do? Go back. Huh. Alright. Let's log this into Garmoth here. And we'll see how much I got. Best in the desert, and after time. No black. And after time. Alright, I think that I fixed it, maybe? Hmm. See if I go to Hmm. Answer no. Alright, let me go to Garmoth here. Solo. Yeah, I didn't do as good trashier wise. Hmm. Let's see here. 13,260. 48. 10. 1, 2, 3. 1. Really, I just got one of those. Wow. One of the boots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 13. 3. 41. 28. 36. 28. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. The 2, 1. $247. All right, I think I got everything. 48, 10, 3, 1, 1, 13. Let's see. Yep. So I made 562 million. But if you take off the pity pieces, it's only 335 million. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. All right, let's see if this double does it. Well, I'm not sure what let's see. To English. Hello, a question, bro. Do you play from bed? Spanish. C. Hello, question, bro. Do you play from bed? This is kind of fun. Let's see. Yes. Oh, oh, that probably doubled because I actually typed it in the restream there. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. All right, I think I'm done with most of the spots. I just need to grind a couple hours at, where is it at? Here. I need 2 hours here, Shurikon. But I'm probably going to go ahead and untag my Oh, that scared me. Yo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I don't know if that's like a delayed reaction. Oh my. He's gonna go through my whole list of people who subscribed. That is so random. What in the world? Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going Oh no. Oh, jeez, dude.
Zero Dragons!
And why is it so loud?
Zero Dragons!
Okay. I literally turned it off, but it's still going.
Zero Dragons!
Oh my gosh. Out of all the times for it to be doing it, it's doing it right now. Well, I'm sorry. That's kind of annoying for y'all. That's so random, though. What? Um, let's see. Let's see, Spanish. Oh, hey, I appreciate that, man. I really, really appreciate that. Yes. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. All right, how do I uh hmm. let's see. Oh wait, no, no, I know. No, hold on. What are we doing? Switch. Oh, oh, gracias. Of course, I knew that. I knew that. Oh, now why in the world did that pop up on my screen? What is going on? Oh no. Yes. All right. Where did my thing go? Let's see. All right. Yeah. Seriously though, thank you so much for the support and everyone else that's in the chat. Thank you all also for the support. I want to hit the sack. I got to wake up here in 6 hours. So hope y'all have a good day tomorrow, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace, peace.